Hello, peeps.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's all right. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I just been reading this new Southlands book, and it's pretty cool.
Did you get a physical copy of it?
No, I don't think they've started shipping the books yet. It's just the digital that has gone out so far, I think.
Yeah. So it's just in PDF form.
Yeah.
I remember later on that the cat folk that they're called Bastet, right?
That's one of them. There's uh, two different kinds. There's Bestetti and um, let's see.
The
Uh,
Catfolk or Southlands.
Yeah.
uh,
Nikosi, I think.
yeah, yeah, Nikosi. That's right. Yeah,
What's
it's
the difference between
Bestetti
them?
and Nikosi. Bestetti are more like smaller cats, and the Inkosi are lions,
Hmm.
were lions. I don't think the Bestetti are they don't change, do they? I mean
No, they're
they
just
Uh,
cat folk.
yeah
They have no transformative abilities.
yeah it's the Inkosi can change from uh, like tiger or lion humanoids into lions, full on lions, quadrupeds.
yeah, a leonine form. Or, yeah.
But the southern dwarves are really cool.
How so?
Well, for one, they look a lot different than regular dwarves. Hang on, here's a picture of a southern dwarf.
So like a short Egyptian.
Basically, yeah. They're alchemists and scribes and mages and uh, pretty different from your typical dwarf.
All right. The witching hour is upon us. Welcome, gentlemen. It's time to return to the Deathmarked, the world of Midgard. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Excellent. All right. Well, we'll begin with a recap and then we'll jump right in. So, last we joined our adventurers, they had made their way uh, from the west in the frozen fortress back to Cindass and stopped on the way, encountering a massive creature, a camel, as a simple way of putting it, known as the Restless Prophet, covered in ropes and ships and tended to by an army of gnolls. And the party managed to pull up alongside them, barter with them for a moment, and continue on their way, making their way to Cindass without too much trouble. A couple sandstorms and a creature looming out of the darkness had a little bit to say about to slow their progress, but otherwise, no more than a speed bump for the adventurers. Returning to the city, they found it mostly barren and quickly made their way to the tower. After walking around, finding out that there would have been an old man, a mysterious figure named Zayafed, who had been asking for them, and found out from Zayafed that he was willing to pay them handsomely if they could find out the secret of this wild and bizarre weather that's been going on. He believes a knoll of great power and stature is responsible, and has given them general directions. Basically, due south of Cindass is where he believes this trouble is brewing. And the party continues onward to Madame Azra's tower. Unfortunately, it is halfway encased, the bottom half, in ice, as the artifact starts to break loose and has infected most of the area. They scale the sides of the wall, make their way up top, and begin to perform the ritual to keep this item encased now that they have all the necessary ingredients. Unfortunately, during the ritual, an old enemy, leader of a thieves guild, made his way in, attacking the party, is trying to disrupt the ritual, and made off with Kryn, the transformed boreal wormling, who has become kind of a mascot for the party, and disappeared through, well, not really sure, perhaps a portal. It's unclear where this thief has left off, but all of their minions were destroyed by the party, and luckily the ritual was able to complete. Now they have their completed artifacts, which is contained, but unfortunately one of their friends has been lost, and that is where we will pick up. All right, so as you take a moment, only a few seconds have passed since our last session. Madame Azra looks troubled as you explain to her all that has taken place. She hands you the artifacts and says, "This truly is a dour day. We have enemies on all sides. We have weather that seems to batter us nearly to death. People are going missing. Even the great mazes seem to be against us." And she holds out to you after a moment. She says, "Perhaps this will shed some light on the situation." She hands you the locked chest, which Kovar has previously opened for you last time when he came through here. It says, "This is what you recovered from the Leathercloak hideout. Take a look at it, see if anything in here might shed some light on what's going on here. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know." So she steps back and is going to start rummaging through some of the books nearby, allowing you some privacy.
I think we had already figured out that it was the leather cloaks that took our friend, right?
You do know that, yes.
And
you remember seeing the gentleman who seized Kryn, shooting her rather viciously with a crossbow bolt several times, and knocking her unconscious before dragging her away into the darkness and disappearing somehow. That he was the gentleman that you guys had seen when you went to Leathercloak's hideout, and he burst out of what you'd imagine is the leader's private chambers and disappeared after activating a trap. And a cascade of sewage washed over you, covering his escape.
And we know where the Leathercloak's lair is, right? Or we think we do anyway.
You do remember where it was last time you were there.
But would they stay in the same place twice?
That's a good question.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
That'd be a good place to start anyway. So do we want to head there and start looking for Kryn?
Yeah, I think we should.
I walk up to Madame Azra. Madame Azra, do you have any idea where may have took Kryn? Is there any way to tell where that portal led to? You're the smartest person I know.
She says, "A portal? Where was there a portal? I don't..." Just looks around.
Alistair looks slightly offended at that.
you sweet boy, or you sweet girl. This is Miri, right?
No, this is angry.
No, that was
Oh,
angry.
angry. Yeah. Oh, you sweet boy. It's so kind of you to say that, but I do. There is quite a bit of magic in here. I do sense some rather unfamiliar energy in my tower, although I can't say for certain what it is without extensive examination. But yes, perhaps there was a portal here, but I do not know where it has gone. Such things are purposely obfuscated. And I cannot tell you anything for certain, but it cannot. But it could not have been far. Definitely within the city, unless the person who you engaged with was very, very powerful.
They did seem very, very powerful indeed. Hello, I have not been introduced. My name is Cortez de Larasath II.
Oh, Cortez, it is my pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Madame Azra. This is my tower, as I'm sure you are aware. Sorry for the sorry state in which we must meet one another, but such are the times in which we live.
So, my name doesn't ring a bell. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to gain some knowledge. I heard you are the most knowledgeable in this town.
I don't know if I would say the most knowledgeable. I do have an extensive collection, and I have been around here a sizable number of years. But a lady doesn't speak of such things. It is rude. But I am sorry, I do not know your name.
You have many books here. Do you think you'd have any on the history of my kind? Tritons?
There's not a lot of Tritons in this region. I could look, but it might take me some time.
Okay.
You've been gone for what, over 1,000 years? And you expect people to remember you?
Well, nobility normally stays true.
After
And,
1,000 years? No.
well, it wasn't 1,000. I think it was around 300.
Oh.
She tells you, I'm sorry that my collection may not be complete. It's obviously this is something that I have brought together in my as a hobby, and in addition, if you somehow remember this city before 300 years ago, that was around the time that the Dragon Empire attacked and destroyed much of what we have. There may not be anything left, or at least very little, that they didn't pillage or burn and destroy when they came here. Such records would be quite valuable.
Were you around before or after the conquest?
I think my time was around such events. I
During.
believe I died to a dragon.
If you're looking for the history of your people, probably the academies in Bimia would be a good place to do some research.
Would
Quite
I
the
know
trip,
that place at all?
Pardon?
It's very far away.
Yes, it is. I'm very far from home. My research has caused me to travel very far from where I'm from.
I think
If it
the
is-
further you go from anywhere, the harder it is to find.
It is unfortunate. I will do my best to find what I can. I will have my assistant look into it for you. If you are
appreciate
interested in
that.
your history, though, there are a number of repositories in this region. There's, of course, the Spider Prophet, if you can get an audience with them. There are rumors that there are still great tribes that maintain all sorts of magic and outside knowledge in the regions to the east. Some say Valley of Golden Othar is wealth of treasure and knowledge, And of course,
These
there
tribes are of my people?
no, these are were creatures,
Oh.
vicious
Yeah.
tribes, but very few ever come there or ever return.
I look over at Alistair.
And of course, there are rumors of a wizard's alchemical lab somewhere in the domain of the dominion of the Wind Lords. I don't know if that's true or if it still exists today, but if it does, it might be another place that you might look for hints of your past.
Appreciate that.
So there's a couple of things we're supposed to be doing, right? Well, I think one of them is more that we probably want to do than that we have to do, and that's find Kryn and get Kryn back. But we're supposed to be going to look into the frost giants in the desert to the south, right?
Yes.
So, what do you propose we do first? Go look for Kryn or go see what the deal is with the frost giants? I mean, frost giants in the desert, that's pretty weird.
Yes. But Kryn might be in trouble.
Yeah.
We should probably help Kryn first.
Yes, we cannot leave Kryn in the lurch.
Well, we know how to get back to where we originally found her, but it's questionable whether they'll still be there or not.
I guess we'll find out.
So
I
we're off.
will say I am still tapped for today.
Oh, we haven't
I
rested?
don't know about you.
I thought we rested.
We
No.
haven't.
Like I said, you guys just stepped seconds from our last session being over. So
Okay, well, let's get some rest and then go look for Kryn.
First thing in the morning.
Did we open the chest?
you have not.
We haven't? I thought there was like a bounty or something. Was that something else?
I don't remember one. Well, what's
Might be
inside the
another
chest?
thing. Yeah.
All right. So you open up the chest, and you find this badly crumpled and smudged piece of paper. You can read for yourself, but I'll provide that to you as well. Our forces are moving into Old Manor within the week. We will scour the place for evidence. You are too incompetent to recover. Continue your assignments and move any lost lambs to the lodge for processing. The other guild masters have their orders, and you have yours. I do not let your greed jeopardize our mission again. And in addition to that, you also have a wanted poster for Rastal the Reader.
So we need to find Rastal too.
Maybe he knows more about leather cloaks. We have manor, we have lodge. Where are
Let's
where are these
ask
places?
let's ask Madame Azra if she knows anything about an old manor referred to as the lodge.
Yes, madam, can you help us, please?
A lodge. I don't know anything about a lodge per se, but I did receive a report from one of my agents, Rastal, some months ago before he went missing. It made mention of something that might be what you're talking about, but Here, have a look. And she looks through her files and pulls something out for you. And you can see this update that was you believe she's telling you is from Rastal the Reader, sent to her. And it says, my original assessment of the missing persons was not entirely correct, although the impediments of late seem to indicate I'm getting closer to the truth. Dozens, if not hundreds of people have gone missing in the last year or so, but no one seems to notice or is willing to talk about it. I've stashed what evidence I've been able to accumulate in Safe House N1, as I fear I will be discovered soon after the identities of my assailants, if they cannot be uncovered. I know that more than one of the thieves' guilds and other criminal organizations are working together, but to what end, I can't say. How can such large numbers of people be moved without anyone noticing? Who or what could have forged an alliance between the underworld elements of Cindass? I will update you again as soon as I have more answers.
So,
And-
what is the Safe House N1, Madam Azra? Do you know?
Yes, she rummaged through her records once more and says, yes, there was a family, a noble family that had abandoned their estates outside of the city, and now what is called the ruins. And Rastal was using that as one of his safe houses to hide, rest, and to use as a dead drop. It's in the north of the city. It's, I believe, a Valiant Manor from the Valiant Heart clan.
I say we go.
And, do you know of the old manor of which they speak?
I would assume that would be Valiant Heart Manor.
Okay, well, they don't appear to be heading there until the end of the week. So,
Well, how old is this note?
Well, you
Well,
guys got
yes, there's that.
this chest that the note was in when you first went to the Leather Cloak hideout. Then you spent, 2 weeks traveling to the Frozen Fortress and then traveling back. So
oh,
you don't know when that note was delivered. There's no date, but you've had it yourselves at least 2 weeks.
This offer has expired. But maybe Rastol is still in his safe house. Maybe we just look. It is our only lead. Yes?
It'd be a good place to start, anyway.
All right, I'll meet you there in the morning.
Right.
All right,
I start heading for the door.
all right. You guys can head to the Laughing Labyrinth if you like. Take a long rest.
Okay.
The atmosphere in the tavern is somewhat somber, although you do see some familiar faces who are drinking. Look like they're washing their own problems away, trying to put on a brave face.
We were going to party tonight, but now does not feel right.
mm. I will tell Bovar. Unfortunate circumstances have led to an early night's rest.
Hey, that's all right. Over understands. But I've been nosing around a bit, trying to figure out if I can help in any way. But if there's anything you need, just let me know, of course.
Bolvar, who are the guilds around here? The thieves' guilds, is them? What do you know about them?
Hey, okay, keep that quiet there, lady. Spreading stuff like that around. I don't know what you're talking about, he says loudly. I'm an honest businessman. Well, he kind of leans in conspiratorially. There's, of course, the Mantahors, which pose as a mercenary guild, but they got their fingers in all sorts of pies, and the Leather Cloaks, and a number of other smaller operations.
So leather cloaks are the big ones, yes, and the Mantahors.
They're pretty big, yeah. They're into all sorts of things. Mantahors are more muscle, and the leather cloaks are more wet work and you know, sticky fingers and making things disappear.
Aren't the Mantahors the ones we ran into at the docks?
Yeah, they're the ones that were fighting with somebody else out at the docks when we first got into Cindass.
Yep, the Crusaders, the Gamson Crusaders.
And you said disappear. Do you know how they do this?
No, I've spent a pretty penny trying to find out, but they're tight-lipped. Their organization is very well guarded. Whatever they're getting paid or whoever is paying them, whatever business they're into, they are well funded. I once saw one of them in a back alley deal. I had some of my men head over to question them, politely, of course, and finally managed to corner them. And it looked like there was no way out. All of a sudden, the leather cloak we encountered, his eyes rolled back in his head, his mouth started foaming, and his limbs all started to shrivel up. Black veins started to flow through his body, like some sort of wicked poison. Never seen anything like it.
This is terrible. Maybe we'll find out for you, Bolvar, eh? Maybe you will owe Miri.
Hey, wouldn't that be nice?
Okay, I'll let you know soon. If you hear anything about they took our friend Kryn. If you hear any scuttlebutt, please tell us. We must help her.
Hey, your little lass, she got taken? What happened?
Yeah.
She all right?
We don't know.
It was Miri's fault. I should have done more. I blame myself.
He puts his hand on your shoulders. No. I'm sure that you did everything you could. And he seems a little inebriated, but his like rolls a little bit and sways in his chair. You know what? I have somebody who might. I haven't heard anything yet, which means it must have happened recently because he taps his temple. Bolvard, he hears a lot, but I have a friend in the docks and the Wretched Reef Tavern. He might have some more information. He's a half orc, but a good fella to have in a scrape. He's rough around the edges, but he might be able to help you out if you look him up.
Does he have a name?
Yes, his name is Bagdara.
How is he supposed to help us?
Well, he hears all kind of things, people coming and going from the docks, and if anyone's trying to steal your little Kryn, they'd probably try to make for the docks, get as far away from here as possible.
Yes, this makes sense.
It depends when magic is involved. I don't know how far away the magic went.
That's true. You never can tell with magic, but I usually go under the assumption that let's use regular old rules until proven otherwise. Once you get magic involved, it's kind of a crapshoot, if you know what I mean.
Yes, Miri forgot about the portal.
Ooh, portal. Wow, you're dealing with some tough customers.
Miri is tough too. They will find out soon.
I bet they will. But either way, even if they're not leaving by the docks, they certainly would have come here from the docks. It's a long, thousands of mile journey to get to anywhere from here, other than perhaps a couple of small settlements outside of town. Ain't nobody going that way fast.
Thank you, Bolvar.
You're welcome. Yeah, I hope you find your friend.
I think we will. What do you say, gang? We go see Bagdavar. What was it? Bodvar, sorry.
It's a Bagdera. Don't get it wrong. He'll take it personal.
Bagdera.
Yeah. Let's go see the half-orc.
All right, so you can take your long rests and recover all your abilities. Anyone who needs to do so may do so now. And you wake up the next morning. Crowds are even thinner than the previous nights. Not really surprising, as it's early morning. Not a lot of people drinking at this hour. But you head out into the street, and the loneliness of the town hits you once more. Even the tavern has some presence of people and joy and camaraderie, but it seems like the very life is sucked out of this town. Just like the dryness of the desert out of a cactus. And so you begin heading north toward the Bay of Hirosh. And as you do so, you smell something acrid wafting on the very slight breeze. And as the breeze picks up and comes ashore from the sea, you can smell it much more clearly. It's something burning.
Can we see any smoke in the air?
Yeah, you look around, and coming from the bay, there is huge plumes just starting to roll off of the docks, or at least in the docks region. And about 10 seconds later, screaming and alarms starting to be, rung from all over the town. First starting at the docks, then cascading south.
Cast mage armor on myself.
All right.
They're probably fighting a fire of some sort.
You never know.
Well, where there's smoke.
As you take a moment to assess the situation, you hear several roars, and you hear whoosh, as if a massive boulder perhaps struck the sea, and you see a spray of water. You didn't see anything come down out of the sky, but you did see what looks like a huge plume of water smash into the air, and then a second, and then a third, and roar of battle. And you hear screams begin to elevate more, and smoke starts to turn from black to white as water washes over some of the burning areas. But this, whatever the fire is raging too much. Now you hear the sound of splintering wood and some sort of battle cry, as if an enormous or multiple enormous creatures are engaged in some sort of fierce fight.
Well, I'll look to the rest of the party and I'll say, we need to hurry, we need to get help. Maybe there's a monster attacking the docks.
We probably should. Should we try and go closer towards our destination?
Are they one and the same?
Well, if we have to choose, make sure that where we're going to is...
Well, there's a monster attacking the docks and people are dying. So let's go help them.
True. Kovar will
Suppose we
pull
will,
out his sword and get ready.
Yes, let us do what we can.
All right. So you begin moving forward, and as you approach, you can see that very clearly the docks are under attack, and just the very tops of bristling silver white hair, almost like crystalline, as its jagged edges loom over the buildings, and massive glistening blue axes slice into the buildings. Fires, cascades everywhere. And as you turn the corner, you see another huge tidal wave as something sinks under the water. At the last second, you can see the remaining what looks like an ice giant as it roars a challenge, leaving behind the destruction that it has caused, and disappears under the waves. The dock's on fire, people screaming in pain, panicked everywhere, and a number of people appear to be trapped. And,
Trapped how?
well, I'll show you as move to the docks.
Whoa. That's loud.
Yeah, you have to turn down your playlist volume to, I have it at 50%.
Okay.
Sorry, ambient volume is the volume that you're probably talking about.
Yep.
Okay, so there's fire all over the place.
There is.
One of the ships is on fire.
Yeah, where are the people trapped?
You can see down the road to the southwest of you, there are a number of people trapped on the docks. Looks like 2 massive black-furred dogs, you would guess, are tearing a couple of corpses to pieces, and they're looking hungrily at the people who are huddled around the docks, their backs to the water.
Are those? Can we see those tokens on the map? 'Cause I see 3 what looks like regular peasants, and nothing else.
You
I
see
don't
what you
the
see.
dogs. Right, I don't see the dogs.
Then your token cannot see that. But you're welcome to move up.
I see the people here.
If we're just moving through this kind of like roleplay section, I'm gonna use, shape water, and I'm gonna start trying to put out some of the flames.
Nell, what are you doing? Let's go.
Well, I'm looking for the dogs. I don't see them.
All right. As you do that, the dogs leap forward and begin attacking some of the people here.
Then I'm sprinting at them as fast as I can.
Yeah, Mary's running too.
All right. They tear a huge hole into this poor, unsuspecting soul and screams in pain.
Run right at him and just attack.
I still don't see them.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh, there you go.
All right.
I can't
Roll.
move because it's paused.
It is. If you guys are going to run in, then it is now initiative.
Look at that powerful initiative. Hey, you knocked my die over to 17, but it didn't change my initiative.
Isn't that the worst? No
All
good
right.
digital dice.
I know. See, on a table, I could argue. No, look, it's 17.
All right.
We're
so
always all rolling at the same time on the real table.
So, Hellhound goes first. It sees Kovar and Angry charging toward it. Turns and lunges at you. Actually, let's see. Now there's 2 of you. It is going to use its fire breath on you.
Oh, I see the fire.
All right, so Angry, you take
How-
12 fire, and Kovar, you take 6.
Oh,
How
that's
tall are these walls here?
They're about 5 feet. All right, dog growls as it barks flame at you, and it is now Nell's turn.
Okay. Now, well, 1, 2. And then. Yeah. Sorta. There. And then I will attack that doggy. Target it. And. No, I did not. attack the. Oh, what is it called?
It's called a dog of some kind.
Dog of some kind. With my great axe. Hold on one second. Let me double check it. Okay. For some reason I don't have extra attack. 5th level fighters, they have 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, I don't see that anywhere on my character sheet. I'm just going off memory. So, I'll attack twice. Here's the first roll.
Are you a multi-class?
No.
All right, 18 does hit.
Okay, for 11 slashing. Did it appear as hurt as it should be?
Seemed like it didn't like it.
All right. I mean, is there blood? That sort of thing?
Yeah, you embed the axe deep into its flesh, and
Okay.
it bleeds profusely.
Okay, and here comes the second one. Ooh, what's a
Ooh.
crit?
Nice.
Not great damage on the crit roll, but still.
Yeah.
So, 19 more. And, yeah, that's it. Okay, so the HUD that you had is no longer there, so go back to the old way and turn.
All right, angry. Yeah, I had to get rid of the carousel because every time you do anything or I do anything, it reverts to targeting the person whose turn it is. Which, if a creature hits you 3 times, then it starts dealing damage to the wrong target. It's just super annoying.
Yeah.
So, angry.
First thing I do is rage, and then recklessly swing at it.
Ooh. First hit digs deep. Second one, it manages to duck out of the way at the last second.
Then I go over to there.
All right. Creature goes. It's going to step up to right here. It's a nice cone for its fire breath. And burns hot over its ally, which seems unaffected by the fire.
I have to make a dexterity save.
Yes. All right, so Nell is the only one who makes it. Everyone takes 9 except for Nell, who takes 4.
Okay.
And Kovar, it is your turn.
You all would have noticed that he's definitely changed a little bit recently. Instead of leathers and a bow, he has like chainmail, shield, and sword. He's gonna move over here, and the flanking would grant advantage, right?
No, there's no flanking.
Okay, no flanking. Gotcha. Well, still
All right,
20
you.
with 8, and that does regular. Moon
Yep.
touch, magical. Okay.
8 damage slices the creature between you and Nell. You take it down.
Awesome. So he's gonna swing over there and then sort of move and sidestep around, always angry, and attack again, but probably miss.
Yes, that will miss.
Alright. And yeah, that's what he does.
All right, Curtis.
Alright, I'm gonna continue using Shape Water.
All right. Miri, what are you doing?
I'll run in. Oh, look at this. So the people in the cloak, or the cloaks are bystanders, right?
Yeah, that appear to be trapped sailors, merchants, other people who are about to disembark and have been trapped here.
Okay.
Strangely enough, as you look at them, all of them are soaked, even though none of them appear to have jumped in the water that you know of, and all of the water that's on them is frozen solid.
And who's this this elf lady?
It appears to be one of the guards, just someone who seems to have, instead of cowering, is trying to protect the others.
Okay. Well, this doesn't look too serious.
Yeah, it's fine. The people who are ice, they're just cool.
You mean they're just chilling?
They're just chilling. Yeah, there's that.
All right, I'm gonna use frostbite on the hellhound.
Fails.
Ah, oh. Weak damage.
All right, it
And
seems to
no bonus.
dislike that, but
That's all for me.
all right, sick boy, you're up.
When I get down there and I can see, is this thing right here the only thing that looks like it's being aggressive?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Okay, so I will cast Void Strike. Does 13 hit?
All right, yeah. Your strike whizzes past the creature and slams into one of the burning boats. You see a huge section of the timber just rot and fall away.
Okay. All right, so I missed it. So
you missed
I'm
it.
going to it's not concentration, but I have to keep speaking void speech to keep it active. And I can keep throwing bolts at stuff. So that is my turn.
All right, now.
Okay. So, that doggy is the only enemy that we see around here now?
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Alright. So I'll move around over here. Try to interpose myself between myself and this innocent right here. And attack it again. Twice.
Ooh,
Blam.
that hurt.
14, and then my second attack.
Still getting used to that second attack. Your arm's not quite ready for that yet. It's
Yeah.
fresh. It's new.
Apparently my character sheet isn't ready for it either. Yeah, I'm done. Oh, yeah. Click it.
All right, angry.
This dog's gonna get it.
Oh,
Reckless,
yeah, it
obviously.
is. So, 11 damage and 22, and that will take it down.
Hmm.
Bam. All right. That is
Fear
the
not,
end of combat.
citizens. We have saved you.
They slowly begin moving forward. Despite all the fire and smoke around them, they seem to be chilled to the bone. Thank you for helping us. They stumble away. Please, the giants, they might come back. We must get out of here.
Did they come from the water?
This young lady steps forward, elf-marked. She says, yes, they did. They burst out of the ground, out of the water, and started lobbing huge barrels of oil and smashing everything they could get their mitts on. Somehow these fire dogs leapt out of the ground as well, out of the sea, and started to breathe fire all over the oil, catching everything on fire. I don't know what they were doing here, but it sure caused a lot of mayhem.
Out of the ground. Why
They
would
were. Go ahead.
why would frost giants and fire doggies work together? I don't understand. I mean, out of character, would that be like unusual, or would it strike me as unusual?
You can make a history or an arcana check if you like. That would be very unusual. These two creatures would never play in the same realms, and especially your expertise in creatures of the frost. There are no hellhounds or canines that can breathe fire up north, where these frost giants normally exist.
You said they were throwing barrels of oil?
Yes,
Can we? Are there any around here? I want to see them.
it looks like they rose up out of the sea with them and chucked them and smashed into the buildings. And she points below you where there's tar and oil that's most of it been burned, but there's still a little bit left.
But the actual barrels themselves,
They shattered.
okay.
They're
wood.
basically grenades. Yeah, they're wooden barrels that just shattered on impact, spraying oil everywhere.
Okay. So they're basically trying to burn the docks down.
Exactly.
I keep putting out fire.
I should have prepared a tidal wave.
Well, let's help put out the fires, and then we can go about our business.
All right. So the dock folk begin hustling toward the inner part of the city away from this. Thank you for your help. You can see the fire has now consumed quite a few of the buildings. As you watch Cortez over and over again take large sections of water and dumping it on the fire, it doesn't seem to be something that's going to. Maybe if you spend several days working on it, but it'll probably have burned down most of the docks by the time you're done.
Would frostbite help at all?
I mean, small sections of it
Yep.
seem to go out, but with the oil that's kind of catalyzing all of this, it's almost completely ineffective.
I'm not like just dumping water on it. I shape the water to cover the spots as I move past. It should put out fire every 5 feet.
It doesn't seem to be putting it out as effectively as you would imagine.
So there's no other people around on the docks down around here?
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Ooh, look at that. I see everything.
All right, so a couple things happen. As the party is looking around, trying to figure out what to do next, examining the bodies, Alistair rushes, for some reason, in his sickly form, rushes down the docks alone and sees to the far west there is a fiery portal, which, as Alistair watches, belches 2 more hellhounds onto the docks.
Now, where is this portal that I see?
Right here.
Okay, I can't see it.
Alright.
I'm blocked. My vision's blocked. If I move down,
All right, then all you do is hear as something goes, "Woof, woof," and you hear the snuffling sounds of the hellhounds that you heard previously as they seem to catch your scent, although you can't see them yet. You also hear the sounds of battle taking place as a warrior sound, like a deep male voice. Oh, you will not take me alive.
Okay.
And you
I'm
hear
gonna
Cortez. Hold on. Cortez flings open a door, and he sees or hears sounds of battle taking place. You move you one down, Curtis. You can see a little bit what it looks like inside the door, since you would have had to step up the stairs to actually open that door. And inside of this building appeared to be another one of the dogs and some sort of spike carapaced creature, and what looks like a half-orc who's keeping a burning table between him and the creatures.
Don't see any of them.
All right. And with that, we will jump into initiative.
Can I take off running?
Once we start initiative, you can.
Okay.
And Nell, Angry, and I are just helping out and don't notice that or something?
No,
We
your
see it.
your party members just sprint down the docks without you.
Yeah, we got all. No initiative.
Oh, not inspiration. Oops. Oh, there it is.
I think Kovar would be telling
Yeah, I'm
Nell and
dead.
Angry about a new spell he had. Sort of like talking about it, and then he like looked back, it's like, huh, Alistair's running from something. Should we go and help?
You hear off in the distance as his labored breath gives him away pretty clearly as he runs down the docks away from you.
He has to learn to stick with us.
Unfortunately, Alistair is near the bottom of the initiative, and near the top of the initiative is a new friend.
And now I die.
And double moving in their rapid 50 feet around movement speed, this
Yikes.
creature lunges toward your throat, but that is all it can do for this round. Cortez.
I still don't see anything.
Yeah, go ahead and step in the room, because you should be able to see what's in there now. So you can step
okay,
back, because
great.
technically you're not right next to this creature, but that's what you would see it when you're inside the room.
Am I in melee range even then?
Once
it'll
the creature
cover.
sees you, you will be, but I'm going to say for now, you fling open the door and everyone in this room is busy looking at the half-orc. But the creatures both turn, all three of them started to turn toward you, but you're faster than them, so you'll be able to go first.
Shit.
So
Okay.
you can move away if you want without taking an opportunity attack, is what I'm saying. But they will
No, I'm an
attack you.
adventurer.
Yeah, they
I'm
will
gonna
attack you
step
eventually.
in, and I'm going to upcast? No. What's it called again?
Quicken?
No. Got to go through my twinned spell. Yeah, so I will upcast a twinned spell for Chromatic Orb, and I'll target both of them.
All right, what element are you going to use?
How do I double target again?
Hold down shift, or you can
Shit.
just do alt. That'll
Got it.
also target.
Alright, and I'm going to, as my bonus action, before, where is that as well? Tempestuous Magic, fly 10 feet. So I'm gonna fly over to here, and, yeah, I'm going to upcast So level 3, I guess. Chromatic orb. What do I get to choose between? Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. I don't know these creatures at all, do I? These are randoms.
Make an Arcana check if you would like. See if you would know anything.
Nah,
about
it's
them.
fine.
All right, then you do not know.
I will use lightning. Can I do this right?
All right.
Alright, so not the best attack rolls.
All right, so a 14 and a 13 will both miss.
On both of them. So, yeah.
All right, so
That's-
Cortez, you put out your hands
that's my
and
turn.
slam your energy and blast backward before the creature can react to your presence. It barely misses both of them, but the half-orc seems hardened that someone has come to his rescue. Tries not to show it, but he's definitely grateful for your presence and making the odds a little bit more fair in his favor. He wasn't quite sure if you were here to stab him in the back, but he seems relieved that you're here. Miri. You hear a boom as two lightning bolts blast out of the walls of the building to the south.
Oh boy. Guess I'll just get as close as I can. I see another doggy way off in the distance.
Yep, you see it lunge right in midair for your party member's throat.
Oh boy. Oh, and I see a portal too. This is bad. Oh wait, you know what? I'm going to bonus action Misty Step. Is it 60 feet or 30?
30.
30. Okay. I will bonus. Now I'm done.
All right. Wow. I think Dara is very fast. All right. So Hellhound number 2 is going to go. And it rushes in. This one going low, trying to tear out Alistair's Achilles and hamstring him. And Kovar.
Hey.
Do you have any idea where all this is occurring? Because I don't see it.
So, Alistair's down here, south of us, and then is Cortez? He's in this building, right?
Oh, there he is.
You saw Miri disappear across the bridge to the south. You would assume that Cortez is in the same place.
Okay. Kovar's gonna run over here. This is 30 feet. And
Is that flat terrain there?
It is.
can he action dash and make the jump over there? So 5 foot would be a thing to make a jump, or can he just do that?
Yeah, the rules for jumping are as long as you have a 10-foot running start, you can jump up to your strength score, and I'm sure you have a strength that it's at least a 10.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can easily do that as you leap across.
But will that count? Will this count as 10 feet or 5 feet?
It counts as jumping counts as normal movement. So if you leap
Okay.
10 feet, it counts as 10 feet.
Okay, so that's 10 feet.
All right, you hear the groaning of the wood underneath you as your massive frame leaps off of it, but it does support your weight.
Yeah, and then I'm just swinging my sword like, here, doggy, here, doggy, here, doggy, doggy, and that was. You know what? Yeah, I am going to. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me see. No, wait, if I got it there, is there any way I could do this? If I was here. So that's, if I just ran a straight line down here, that would be. Oh, within 30 feet, 35 feet. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to where I was. I get ready for a spell. I'm like, I know a spell. Nope. And dang it. Sorry, Alistair.
All right, Alistair, you have you got a party going on over there.
I see.
You're the guest of honor.
Is there any way that I could get both of those in a 15-foot cone?
Not as spread out as they are. I mean, you could, if you step back, you would get them in a cone, yes, but you'd take 2 op attacks.
So if I step here, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I could get both of them in a
Or there.
15-foot cone?
you sure could.
Well, yeah, but stepping here only gives me 1 op attack.
Yep, pretty much anywhere. Yeah, you can move. You will probably be able to get both of them.
Okay. All right, well, go
All right,
ahead
so-
and take an op attack on me.
All right. Well, since they have pack tactics, this is going to be an advantage.
Oh, yep, that'll hit me.
All right, 4 piercing, 9 fire damage.
4 piercing, 9 fire.
As you move to the side, and instead of your throat, it tears a section of your shoulder out instead.
Yep, that hurt. So I am going to do. Let me see what happens when I upcast this. I'm not sure why it's giving me an option to upcast because I'm not sure. Okay, it adds damage, so which is good. I want to. So I'm going to. No, I'm not.
All right, wisdom saves. Both of them fail.
All right. So they both take 14 psychic damage, and they can't.
Ooh.
And they can't take reactions. And I'm going to use this to affect this one. So he has disadvantage on his next. What is it? On his next attack. Disadvantage on the next attack roll or ability check.
All right.
And since this one can't take reactions now, I am going to run for my life.
Very good idea. All right, angry.
I'll do basically the same thing Kovar did.
There's battle going on without you. How dare they?
And I run to there using 40 feet, and then I dash to make the jump. I get just to there with my other 40 feet. And then does Northwind's Chill bonus action ability use my movement to use it?
It should say that it's, I think, 30 feet, right?
Yeah, but does it take my movement to do it, or does he grant me an additional 30 feet to do it?
No, it's an additional 30 feet. It's like a Misty Step, basically.
Alright, so then I'll use that. Use my 1 charge on that. So I'll get to go 30 feet to just behind, just in the corner of them. So I'll go to there and I'll only affect 1 of them.
All right.
And I just closed it. I gotta read it again. So they need to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or take a D12 cold damage.
Not even close.
All right.
All right, you blast that one as freezing cold as you, like shards of ice, cut through it and appear behind it. They both seem very confused.
And that one's speed is halved, and that will be my turn.
All right, now.
Okay. I will use my action to change into leopard form. How do we want to handle that? Am I using the...
If you want to stay in leopard form, go ahead and polymorph yourself. If you want to just do it to run, then
I want to do it to
movement.
run.
Yeah,
Okay.
just move your 50 or whatever your movement speed is.
I think it's 50. How would I double check that?
Because you're supposed to be, it's actually were lion, right? So you're turning into a lion.
It's just yeah. It's the same thing. But leopard made more sense, like, since I came from a forest. So.
Yeah, I'm just going to look up what the creature's speed is, so can't look up leopard. But a lion does have 50 foot of movement, so...
Okay. All right. So if I want to go the same way they did. Oh my god. Really? Seriously? Wow. Would I be able to get... Is this 5 foot across here?
It
Looks
is,
like
yes.
it.
Well, no, it's 10, actually.
10? Well, I'm not going to be able to jump across it. The people who weren't in lion form were able to get across.
Yeah, they still had their action, unfortunately.
I know. Oh, boy.
If you want to do it, I'll say that you're in midair over the water.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that. That sounds fun.
So you end technically in between the two spaces, but it's because you're leaping through the air with a huge lion leap. Lions, crazy scary how far they can jump.
Yep. So I'll just put myself there.
All right, Kovar, you hear a roar, and what was creaking under your weight and Angry's nearly the sound of the claws carving into it as it leaps in the air toward you.
But
It's rather frightening.
but I am a leopard, right? We said
Yeah.
that we're just gonna. It's just a different form. It's
Yeah.
same stats and everything. So leopards are a lot slimmer and more lithe than lions. So
That's
she
true.
wouldn't be thundering around. She'd be, Anyway, yeah. It's a leopard. I mean, I think most of them have seen you change like that before. I know Always Angry has.
I don't think
Yeah,
Kovar
that's
has.
not- Yeah, this is like...
Yeah.
This is a very interesting group.
Yup. All right, so end of my turn, I'm midair. So let me hit in turn. There.
All right, Bagdara is going to go. He rushes up. Doesn't have any of his equipment, so he's going to dodge in front of this hellhound. Try to keep it steady. This one, now no longer having its Alistair Chew toy, is going to turn and with pack tactics attack Angry. And miss horribly. All right, Cortez.
Alright. Let's try again, except we're going to do a level 2 Witch Bolt.
All right, you twin casting this as well?
Yeah.
All right.
Sick. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 will hit.
Yay. We can just use the damage I rolled already.
All right. So the first one was the Barb Devil, which misses. Second one goes at the Hellhound, which slams into it for 23 lightning.
I don't know if that's correct. It's just supposed to be 15.
Didn't you upcast it?
Yeah, so upcasting it gets it the second damage die.
All right, so only 15.
Bonus action, I turn into my ghostly form, and I'm just gonna like fade through this window.
All right. You pop out through the window. Now, how is that going to affect your lightning, which is now hitting a wall instead of the creature?
Oh,
Isn't-
doesn't it just like have a connection?
Says it forms between you and the target.
The spell also ends if the target is ever outside the spell's range
Yeah, so
or
if
has
you
total cover.
yeah, so you would
Right.
definitely have total cover if you do that. So you can
Yeah,
you can
then
choose
I'll
not to
just
if you don't
stay
want
where
to.
I was. I'll still go ghostly though.
All right. Miri.
All right, so I know where the lightning, or I heard crash, boom, bang from the building that I'm near.
Yep.
And then seeing Angry, I'm sure Angry's gonna be fine. But I don't know where Kovar is, or Cortez, so I'm gonna run into this.
Yeah, as you run toward it, you see the door has been flung open. There's 2 blast holes in the wall where you saw lightning come out, and the sounds of battle, and more arcing lightning and screaming. And you can now, as you step inside, you can see.
Okay, I can only actually get to here. You know what? I'm gonna do another bonus. Oh no, I can't do that though.
As you get to there, you see me in my ghostly form, which you've seen before. Kind of just looking worried.
All right, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna conjure animals. I'm gonna summon 2 bears. I guess brown bears. Yeah, let's do brown bears. One on either side of Kovar.
Cortez.
Cortez, sorry.
Bears?
Yeah, and then they will get to do things on my turn. Am I able to get those bears for myself, or do I need?
Well, it's interesting that you should say that. So, there is a module that I just added a couple days ago called Automated Animations that allows you to drag out your own NPCs.
Oh, cool. Is
Where?
that from the compendium?
No, it's from within the plugin itself. So if you open your, make sure it's in here. Yeah. Maybe not. Yeah, I haven't added it to this game yet, so never mind. Which creatures are you dragging out? Or do you want?
Just 2 brown bears, please.
All right. All right, there you go. You should have permissions to those.
Oh snap! I forgot they were large.
So they cannot be in the wall. So I'm assuming you want them to be inside the building.
Here, since Cortez looked so worried, I sent him some guards. And I'm gonna have the one northmost attack this barb devil-y looking thing. So that's a +6. 11 will miss. That was the bite, and here are the claws. Yeah.
All right, 23 will hit.
Whammer.
Max damage.
Oh, yeah, it is. Nice. All right, and then the other one's going to attack the Hellhound.
Ooh.
Whee! So that's 2d8 plus 4. Oh, wait, max damage again?
Max damage?
These bears are
Yeah.
boss.
And critical hit.
Boss bears.
Crit
10 will miss.
bears. 10 will hit?
10 will miss.
Okay. All right, that was satisfying. No more for Miri.
All right, this one will keep their pack attacking on angry.
They have disadvantage.
All right, it will cancel out from its pack attacks.
Oh.
Ooh, jeez.
Ooh.
21 reduced to 10. You reduced half of everything, right?
I'm not raging, so I take
Oh.
21.
Oh,
Ooh,
jeez.
Nasty.
All right, well, that's what that one does. Kovar.
Okay, 10, 15. Okay, first thing. Alright, so they're in there then. I can actually see. So I see that, and I see angry there. I am going to. Which of the ones looks okay? So the one to the right of angry. I'm going to I'm gonna cast Compelled Duel. Or point my sword at it.
Fails.
Yeah. Yep. So he's drawn to me, compelled by my divine demand.
All right, on his turn, it will do that.
And then I'm gonna move over 25, 30. Question, can I see into the building that everyone else is through a window where I am?
You cannot. If you scoot over to the right, you'll see why.
It's on fire.
Yeah, it looks like a stall that's on fire. So the building that they're in is 5-10 feet above where you are.
Okay, but is there any, like, can I even see, like, the roof of the building?
Yeah, you sure can.
Or the inside, like, inside, is there any windows on that side?
There is a window right next to you, but in 15 feet up, but it's all you see is billowing smoke inside of it.
Okay, so I don't have line of sight for, like, a misty step.
No.
Okay, gotcha. That's all I can do, because I can't make it any closer. But, yep. That one has Compelled Duel on it.
Alright, so this is the one that Kovar did something to?
No, the one far right.
Okay, alright. Then the one that just bit angry savagely is going to get smacked with a bolt of ley line energy.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh,
No,
well, it's not an attack roll.
Yeah, it's a dex save. For some reason, the spell's set up to do an attack roll, but
All right, takes the damage.
What's the proximity to any ley lines? Do I get to add any extra damage?
Yeah, there's a large ley line very near here.
Large, so strong.
No, technically it's a Titanic.
Okay, so 3d6. So an additional 13 points of damage.
All right.
Ooh, yay.
You pull energy you see what looks like coming out of the ocean and infuse it into your spell.
And can I chug a potion?
Yeah, it's bonus action, chug a potion.
Okay. All right, and that's my turn.
All right, angry.
First thing I do is rage. And I'm gonna reckless attack the one that's almost dead that Alistair just hit.
Oof, it is dead.
And then I don't want to break the duel, so I'm just gonna use Inhuman Vigor.
Nice. Now I don't feel so bad for chugging a potion in front of you.
All right, before you go, leaping now, it's going to take an attack on the one bear up the top, and then the one the second attack. Oh, I'm sorry, it is 3 attacks, so it's going to do all